Greetings, researchers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, the Final School. Episode 5, Building the Mage's Tower Annex. So this is arch support, which helps to support the floor without, like actual supports or pillars. And if this is going to be a towered building, it should look something like this. But it also can be skewed. And Dumb Hunter just fulfilled his anticipatory learning. So, Mr. Dumb Hunter, you are going to be graduated away. Only a level 7 relic because I wasn't able to fulfill that one trial, so that's the difference of fulfilling this trial or not. I get a level 8 relic if that was fulfilled, which it isn't, so I won't get that. And Sir Thunder, thank you for the resub too. On top of all of this, I am going to need more stone, so let's, after this is done, go here into the spine for more stone. This bed is unreachable? Why? Oh, yeah, because he's like locked on the other side. Derp. Break fire, deliver that, please. So if we take a look at the support here, well, I don't even have stone, never mind. These are in full sunlight, so these are not, this floor is not blocking the sunlight here. Good. So I didn't screw up my plants. Now there is a support overlay. So if we take a look at the support, this was 1%, now it's 27%. So the small arch support has helped a bit. Honestly, I don't really mind having like double weird roofs for now as lightning rod support. And you guys don't want a gifted student, so let's summon in a regular one. And then once the summoning is done, we'll go into the spine looking for some stone. And it even tells you, because we're out of stone, that it is subterranean, so you're only really going to find it under the underschool. Alright, new student is Greta. Greta is a human. Greta wants to break things. Greta wants to be in a mess hall. And Greta wants to have a great day. Tranquil, rested, and full all at the same time. Okay, got it. Greta can also attune relics. Greta can attune the Spinner of Serenity. And the Resolute Sling, which we got for graduating just now. So I'm going to attune both those things. As Greta attunes these and levels up, Greta will then make the relics stronger. So I'm going to have the attunement bench here be on max priority, and also the priority of attunement on max as well. Or high, but not emergency. That way, whenever I assign an attune, it's something that happens quickly. Do you get anyone back when they graduate? No, when they graduate, they're gone forever. Elder Scribbles can also do the Resolute Sling too, because it's a human relic, as can Matic. Cool. And this, obviously, we got from Dumb Hunter, which is funny, because Dumb Hunter was a Raven Cultist and dropped a human relic. Just the way it is sometimes. Alright. Trials. Pyromania requires Fire 1, so can't do that yet. Mess Hall and Great Day. And I'll just work on Great Day when it comes. Also, Power F. So, probably not keeping a Power F Mage. Because, yeah, that's just not effective and for combat. But she'll level up, and she'll help to level up the relics, and that will be a bit of a benefit to us all the same. All right. When we get a little bit more stone, I can work on the... oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll work on the Mage study. And to that end, I think Wishbringer, no, not Wishbringer. Elder Scribbles wants one more fight down below. So, Elder Scribbles replacing Wishbringer and doing this combat fight for stone. And then once the fight's over, I should probably do a Superior Repel Fog because the fog's getting pretty close. I only have a few days before it's bad. Alright, let's see. Let's try to knock the Belchers out ASAP. Because they hurt. I'm gonna guard myself. And yeah, I do have my asthma. It hurts, but it hits everyone. Dark Mages basically sacrifice themselves for the sake of damage. But Maddox's the one that's really getting busted up here. And crit, and we're done. Nice. So, Elder Scribbles got that trial done. We got stone, we got iron, and a whole lot of experience. So if we take a look at Elder Scribbles here, Elder Scribbles is now fully trained because that fight leveled Elder Scribbles' dark magic up enough. So I'm going to keep Elder Scribbles hanging out because I need to eat more times in the mess hall for that trial. The trial to attune relics is probably not going to be done unless I get another random relic, because at the moment I really only have one relic that can be attuned, so trying to attune 2 is literally impossible until I have more relics. But it's also possible that Wishbringer will graduate, or someone else will graduate, and I'll be able to have another relic before Scribbles to attune to. I'm not saying it's likely, just possible. Okay. Let's go ahead and build the Mage Study. Looks wonky as hell, because it's wonky as hell, but that's where it's gonna be. And we have the stone to build it now. Alright, I did mention want to do the Repel Fog, and gifted students, we'll have one of the gifted students come and help with that. Elder Scribble, oh actually, Mildew, because you could benefit from the experience more. And Greta, your name is Darzan. Nice. I don't have any of the research required for apprenticeships, so asking for her to become an apprentice is like saying, hey, why don't you just win the game? It's like, yeah, well, you know, when I get there, I get there. Not to sass you, but like, I have access to 0% of the research tree here. It's all locked out. Okay, we have, well, that was short-lived. We have Battle Awaits. So these are optional fights on the surface when you push back the fog. And they are typically much more difficult fights, as you can see. I would probably not win these, because they are really high-level Hallowed ones that are just going to smoke me. So I'm not going to bother with them. But they also give you a lot of rewards when you win them, if you can win them. Big if, because at the moment I really couldn't. Now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so Darzan has attuned the spinner, not the sling yet. Got it. And Mildew is fully trained. Mildew's fully trained, and I've not done any trials. Dancing Queen is close to being done, but like the honeyed gruel is not even... We haven't even worked on that. And I won't be able to get honeyed gruel until the research room is finished. So what I could try to do is aim for the honeyed gruel. I won't graduate these students. They're technically all 3 could be graduated right now, but I won't graduate them until their learning starts to bottom out and it becomes a conviction problem, not doing it. Although, Mildew just got Dancing Queen. Nice. Also, pushing back the... Oh, we only got murkies. Never mind. No bleaks, no dulls. Okay. That's a lot of viscera. Huh. Alright, here it is. This is where we are going to be putting our research room. So let's move the Arcane Secretary up there. And then if we select the room itself and select a goal of... Let's do the study for now. And it isn't skewed. I need the... Okay, I need to fix the roof. There we go. So that should be skewed. And towered. Hey, Von Deathheart. Thank you for the resub. It's rad time. I appreciate it, dude. Cheers. Okay. Taking a look again. In order for this to be a mage study, we need 4 scholarly luxury, which is primarily earned by building bookshelves. So 2 bookshelves, and this thing will hit goal. And then for the scholar luxury to go even higher, we need more smoke reed harvested, which I'm going to set as 5s. Because we weren't trying just for a study. Ideally, which I don't think is obtainable at the moment, we want it to be a tower, which needs 16 luxury, which is like 8 bookshelves or something higher quality than that. And there's other ways to do it. So if we take a look at like liven up the place, we can also have scholar luxury rugs, which we could research once we have the mage's study. Or we could do, you know, this sphere or this, you know, the bigger rugs or bigger bookshelves. There's a whole bunch of things that you can see lit up here that add scholar luxury. But the rugs will help because there's only so much room that you have on the walls and floors, and the rugs don't take up that kind of slot. So I hope to get those rugs. What about windows? Yep, I'll be putting in windows there in a minute. And even just being a workshop, a basic workshop, does come with a little bit of bonus. It has a 25% research rate just for a workshop. So even though it's not a study yet, it's still faster, which is nice. Now, the one thing that's slower about this is it's very far away from the mana font. So when Matcha runs out of mana up here, Matcha has to go all the way down to the mana font to refill it. And that's something we can fix for later on. I don't have access to the necessary resources to fix that now, but later on that won't be true. Is this a new update? Yeah, it's had its 1.0 a little while ago. So there's a lot of new features in it. And there we go. It's a mage's study. So the mage's study does double research speed. And I'm working towards a mage's tower, which needs a lot more scholar luxury. So, taking a look, now that I have the mage's study, this next bracket of research is unlocked. If I want the 3rd bracket, it's the tower, and if I want the 4th bracket, it's the hermitage. Knowing that I want to make a tower, one of the first researches I'll do next is the rugs to be able to increase more scholar luxury. In fact, let's do that now. So in order to get that research, we first have to get rooftop defenses, which is great because I don't want to be struck by lightning. Although they really turned down the difficulty of the lightning in some of the latest updates. I remember your first storm would like wreck your base, and honestly, our base did not get wrecked. It was kind of fine. There is a caveat, however, I just remembered, which is we want the honeyed gruel sooner or later. So what is the honeyed gruel research? Honeyed gruel is... no, that's honey stir fry. Honey gruel is here. I'm going to do that first, because graduation relies upon 2 people having access to honey gruel, and then we'll get the towered stuff. Plus, I could probably shove in more bookshelves in here if I wanted to, and avoid needing to get rugs. To make that a tower. I don't think I have the smoke reed for it, but I'll work towards that. What is he doing back there? So taking a look at graduation. Major Mildew just wants to eat honey gruel once. Elder Scribbles wants to eat in the mess hall 2 more times. And then probably will graduate because I don't have the relics for Elder Scribbles. Wishbringer wants to participate in a ritual while rested. So maybe the next time I do a fog push, I'll make sure Wishbringer is nice and rested first. And eat honey gruel 10 times, which, maybe. It depends on if I can source it or not. And then Darzan wants to destroy objects, which I could start to do, because fire levels at max. Eat in the mess hall, and have a great day. So, speaking of, I think what I'll do is I'll leave the Pyromania trial as long as I can. The reason being is the longer I leave the Pyromania trial, it's my sort of like, oh no, he hasn't fulfilled his learning in a while, and then I can just do the Pyromania trial and fulfill learning all, you know, in a pinch. Alright, so taking a look, Scholar Luxury is now halfway there, 8 of 16. And I'm building, if I build 4 or 2 more bookshelves beyond what I have queued up, it will actually become a tower. A really stupid one, full of bookshelves, but if it works, it works. What kind of rug was this? This was a creep luxury. Never mind, that's not going to help. If that was a Scholar Luxury rug, I could move the rug in, but... Right. We have a Spectral Rift for a chest smasher. Does anyone have a trial needing to do something about that? No. So it doesn't really matter who fights this. Got it. Start the battle. Matic. Macho. Avalka. And Mildew. I'm going to put Mildew up front, though. And I'll switch Mildew over in Matic's spot, because the Torch Snuffer back here takes added damage from water. On top of all of this, I would like to start getting the ingredients for an alchemy station, because being able to brew potions for healing will help as combat is spinning up and getting harder. So the Messy Meddler has a Amplified Corruption, and the Torch Snuffer has Tunnel Vision. I want to get rid of the Tunnel Vision sooner than later. Because this is going to hurt a bit. Alright, so Major Mildew got tunneled vision there. That's fine. How much damage did the water attack do? Flow, or no, Torrent does 24 damage, and it will be doubled, so I don't need to attack the torch snuffer, so I'll attack the messy meddler. Because this will kill both. Boom. Calculated. And done. With pretty minimal damage taken. Not bad. We do need some medical rest because people did get hurt, but they didn't get that hurt. I had mentioned wanting to go maybe deeper into the spine for stone and iron, but I'll wait for people to heal up before I do that. Oh, there's a rat in our assembly hall. I could do a superior repel fog, which might not be a terrible thing to queue up for major, or not for major mildew, for for Wishbringer. Because I don't think it's reasonable to try to eat honey gruel like 10 times. So we'll graduate Wishbringer as soon as we repel fog. So first thing in the morning, I will do the superior repel fog with Wishbringer and then graduate him. Meaning I need another element to summon. Because I don't have a wand, right? Yeah, I don't have any wands. And we're still, of course, working on our mage tower. For that, I just need a little bit more smoke reed. How full is our chests? 2, 4, 2. Okay, yeah, the chests are pretty empty except for one of them. So I don't need new chests. That's good. I could do a scholarly chair. But I don't have the smoke stick for that either. I've also been meaning to move away from cots to plain beds. Well, I don't think there's any necessary urgency to that. I haven't started to do quilted beasts. But probably I would wait to do Quilted Beast until I had a Dark Mage on staff. Because there's really no point to starting that until I had a faculty that had Dark Magic. So I'll wait on that. And that's about it. Alright, Wishbringer is now rested. So if we open up the Mage sheet here, or the status, Sleep is fully rested. So, Wish, you are going to repel the fog. This is a full, quite a full ritual here, which will push the fog back a lot. And then, you guys want an air wand. Queuing that up. So Scribbles just got Mess Hall and should graduate as well. So Scribbles and Wishbringer are about to graduate, and then I'm waiting for Major Mildew to eat Honey Gruel to graduate. And then Darzan needs to do a whole lot of stuff. But I think I'll probably be able to fulfill all of Darzan's requirements, which is good for a higher level relic. So this will be the furthest we've ever pushed back the fog, I think. Yep, this is definitely farther than ever before. Taking a look at the crystals. We have a Dismal Crystal, a Murky Crystal, which both give Smoke Pearls, and an Animus Crystal with a difficult fight that I'll probably not be jumping into. We didn't really gain access to anything new, unfortunately. But the good news is, Wish now has the rested trial, or rested ritual, and Scribbles does as well. So both are going to be graduated. So Assembly Hall, graduate, Wish, and Scribbles. And let's have Matic be the one to officiate. And we'll get 2 relics out of this. Then, because I'm graduating too, we have 1 air wand, but I could do another wand as well. Who's famished? Oh, because you're doing a ritual. Okay, we gained a formidable talon. It tunes with Wolfkin affinity, and it gives speed and power. A lot of speed and a little power. And then a humming chalice, which attunes to cultist affinity, which gives power and speed. The Macho can get the Talon and the Chalice, which is ridiculous, but okay. And these guys are famished because they just haven't eaten. When it's critical like this, they ignore their scheduling and they just immediately go eat, which is fine. So they are both eating right now. They're fine. Okay, we are going to do, let's see, I'll do fire. I'll be the tiebreaker here. So an air wand and a fire wand. Should them be gifted? I have enough materials, Gnostic shards, to have at least one gifted. And if I'm patient, I could do 2. Because I have 82 over the 90 for both. And it looks like the air or fire could be gifted. So I'll ask which one to be gifted. I'll only do gifted, one of them gifted. So, which to be gifted? My 2 cents, I could use a gifted fire mage. Because they're really good at hunting. They're really good at defense. Like fog incursion defenses and stuff. But if you want air, that's fine too. They're just good at, like, hauling. Which is what quilted beasts do. Which is my hesitation about having a gifted, yeah. Alright, I need literally 1 more smoke stick to finish the tower. Hopefully I'm harvesting it somewhere. No, I'm not. Rip. I guess we just wait. Alright, summon gifted student. Macho is going to summon a gifted fire mage. Fingers crossed, this goes well. And then we'll do a regular air mage. How's our research coming? So we are very close to getting honey gruel. So that Major Mildew can eat it and graduate. Good. And then our study is 4 scholar luxury away from being done. Which maybe we get through the carpets that I have queued up for research. And with the fire student coming in, raffle timer's up again. Lots of raffles. So the current priority is actually build a mage tower, not study. Because I already have the study and I wanted the tower. And good luck in the raffles, guys. Historia. She is vivified. So a vivified is like a culted servant that gains sentience. They have a stitched stomach, I forgot to mention this, where they have no real penalties from eating, but prefer to eat the lowest quality available. So one thing I should do is to add another group called Vivified. and its faction will be Vivified. And then Vivified people are gonna eat just like raw gut berries. So select groups, Vivified. Oh, what happened? I thought I could do multiple groups. Well, in either case, for her specifically, I could, add her to a custom group and have her just eat raw gut berries because she won't care. That way she's not like eating meals because it doesn't matter one way or another. Now, taking a closer look at her. She's got a speed and power of C, mana of C, health of A. She wants to dance 2 days in a row without ever craving recreation. She wants to defeat parties, and she wants to pet refining beasts. Those are really easy trials to fulfill. And then she is also going to attune to Dave's staunch finger, because she's, I think, the only one that can. Macho, are you done attuning? Macho is almost done attuning to the relics that I had Macho attuned to. And leveling up relics is honestly one of the most effective ways to have really powerful mages. Relics can really OP your mages. High quality relics attuned can make you so strong. So that's why I'm focusing so vehemently upon it. I think I'm just going to have them layered. I don't really care. They're not interactable objects. They can block one another. It doesn't matter. We're almost done with that tower. So taking a look at the research here. Honey Gruel, yep, we're still waiting. And then, what should I build next? So, archive, library, common room, kitchen. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. I could also do... better dining room. And better red rooms. And that will be the choices. So kitchen, common room. So improving the kitchen, making a common room, making a library, making archive, improving staff dining, or improving bedrooms. Up to you guys. And now this is 14 out of 16. So literally one more bookcase and we are done. If I had the smoke stick. I could like research planting smoke stick, but by the time I finish that research, I'm sure we'll already have it. All right. For the underschool, the fungal cavern might be fun to go into. We'll get void caps and mana crystals, and that mana crystal will help to keep the mage's study efficient and effective. So I'm planning on going into the fungal cavern today as well. The other thing I wanted to do is to summon a regular student. I'm going to have Breakfire just do the summoning, and this is going to be an air student. So the fire student is named Sir Thunder, which is a really weird name for a fire student. Especially given that you don't even have an affinity for lightning, but okay. And then the future air student is going to be named Fangface. So you're also vivified? Taking a look at you. You are the slowest air I've ever seen. Holy hell. You want to sleep, you want to clean, and you want to dance. Simple. Changing your meal priorities. You are going to... Oh, there we go. So now we have... Yeah, I figured it out. I was dumb. I don't want Sir Thunder to have a custom group, but Vivified's going to have a custom group. So the custom for Vivified is just gut berries. Perfect. So Fingface and Sir Thunder are now eating raw gut berries because they don't mind. Let's go into the fungal caverns. Does anyone... So Sir Thunder has a wanting to defeat people. I should probably wait for Sir Thunder to attune to the relic fully before I go into the cavern, so that the relic can level up. So basically, the experience you earn is also imparted in your relic. It's not shared. It's like duplicated or whatever. So once Sir Thunder is attuned to that staunch finger relic, going into battle will help to level that relic up quickly. Oh my god, can you just kill this rat already? What the hell? Where's my hunt priority? Avalka, hunt. Sweet. So plant parts. Smoke stick. When smoke sticks hit 4, I'll be able to build that bookcase. So is there any smoke sticks being sown right now? There is. There's a few that are not fully grown, but they're getting there. And as soon as they're harvestable, I'll set them as 5 so we harvest them, because that tower is going to be really nice. We did just get spice things up. So, you guys want me to work on the common room? So build a mage tower and common room. And then on top of that, what element to go next? Because Major Mildew is about to eat the meal that he wanted. All I need to do is queue up honeyed gruel. I'll queue up until we have like 10 of it. Honeyed gruel happens to be a positive conviction food. But what I don't want is anyone to eat it unless they have some related trial to it, because it's I can't source the honey drops easily yet, because they're kind of deeper into the fog and I don't have access to them. So they're like a special food, like ice cream. Think of it as a treat. Oh, the other thing is in this chest. So these chests are going to have a priority of 5, so they're higher priority than every other chest. And in this chest, I also want to keep bitter... what is it? Meal parts? I want to keep the bitter rice, meal ingredients. So this chest is going to be for bitter rice, and really any of the meal ingredients, plus the gut berries. That way we have the bitter rice stored here. Also, I want to include the plant parts of honey drops, because we're cooking with the honey drops. So everything that we need to cook is being stored in the kitchen. Not in pantries, which would be more ideal, but I don't have room for pantries yet. And the wand after Sir Major Mildew graduates is going to be nature. Chat is in agreement. How weird. So I do have 2 honeyed gruel. Major Mildew. Eat 1. And then graduate. So if we take a look at Major Mildew, because we've had him as a student for a while, but he hasn't been learning. As you can see, I was 32 hours away from him bottoming out for learning. So it's good that he's getting that trial done so he can move on. Although, you know what? I could honestly charge a mana lantern. Because this next fight down here gives me a mana crystal, which opens up the ability to get mana lanterns. So, the finger is now attuned. Sir Thunder, I want you to come to this fight, help me kill these things, and get a mana crystal. There is some synergy there. But he just got the Gruel Eater, so as you can see, his learning has maxed out. Trials are part of your learning. So we'll try to get him to be a charger too. Meals. Nobody eats honey gruel. It's, like I said, special food. There were some dissenters, they're being flogged now. Morale is definitely improving? Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. So you have paranoia and sustaining. Cannot be knocked out unless at 1 HP. But incoming nature removes the bonus. Got it. Well, bring it down to 1 HP then. Oh, the other building that I could have queued up is a hospital, and I forgot about that. I should have offered that as a potential selection. Alright, there we go. Mana Crystal. Void Caps. Sinew. Iron. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow mages.